Earth is the fifth largest planet in our solar system and more massive than all the other rocky bodies combined. What that means is that if we remove the four gas and ice giant worlds, our blue world would be over 50% of the remaining mass of everything other than the Sun. Hi everyone, Vega here, and in today's video we return to our solar system series, to our own blue world, and we wonder what we might consider it to be if we lived elsewhere. So let's get to it. There's just so much information about Earth that this video may well feel like a small and very limited viewpoint, and indeed I may continue into another video if it seems to spike enough interest. The apparent brightness of Earth from the planet Mars varies due to the orbital motion of the planets, but at maximum it reaches about -2.5 apparent magnitudes. If you're watching this video in November of 2023, you might look outside at night and notice an extremely bright star in the sky. That star is actually Jupiter, which is currently at opposition, where it's directly lined up in a straight line from the Sun through the Earth-Moon system and to the planet itself. For reference, it's roughly the same brightness as Earth appears from Mars. This image of Earth from Mars was actually the first shot of our own planet, taken from another planet. Taken using the high-rise camera in 2007, it was taken from 142 million kilometers from the Earth. The image only shows half of the Earth and Moon because the phase angle was 98 degrees and therefore only illuminated half of the disks. It's incredible, not least because we can actually see the west coast outline of South America if we look to the lower right of the Earth. When viewed from Mars, the Moon and Earth typically appear as separate objects in the Martian skies. And the Moon is also very bright indeed, at brightest around apparent magnitude -2. When NASA's Cassini spacecraft was on the final chapter of its almost 20-year-long mission, in September 2017, it took one last image of Earth from Saturn, some 1.4 billion kilometers away. We see in this image, between some of the Saturnian rings, our own blue dot, although it seems to appear more white than blue here. Isn't it incredible that the view from the outer solar system planets of the inner solar system would give any residents a much better picture of the orbital mechanics at play in our local neighbourhood? Inner planets, of course, including Earth, would not be able to hide behind the Sun for many parts of the year, giving a much better overview. Cassini also took a shot of Earth on July 19, 2013, and here we see the tiny blue dot that is Earth visible under Saturn's main rings, the F, G and E rings. Interestingly, the image was also the first time we knew in advance that Earth would be imaged from another planet. I think an unsaid truth about Earth is that it really is the king of the rocky worlds. We are the largest rocky planet in our solar system. Nothing else comes close. In May 2010, Messenger spacecraft in the vicinity of Mercury took this image of the Earth and Moon, some 183 million kilometers away. The dazzle from both our world and our Moon does seem to make them look a lot closer together, along with the angular viewpoint from Mercury skewing things somewhat. At risk of repeating Carl Sagan at every turn in this video, look again at that dot. That's here, that's home, that's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you've ever heard of, and every human being who ever was lived out their lives, there on that blue dot. Every hero, every coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king peasant and every young couple in love, every mother, father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on that dot, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Indeed, even when we look from beyond Neptune, this image, also known as the pale blue dot, was taken from a record distance of 6 billion kilometers away by the Voyager 1 probe on February 14, 1990. Our Earth, barely the size of a pixel, can be seen in the center of one of the light rays, which was caused by taking the image so close to the Sun. Earth, however, isn't always the greatest of the terrestrial worlds by any means. Our Grand Canyon, for example, is substantially smaller than Mars equivalent. While the Grand Canyon is approximately 446 kilometers long, up to 29 kilometers wide, and about 2,000 meters deep, Valles Marineris on Mars stretches over 4,000 kilometers in length and 600 kilometers in width, with depths of even 11 kilometers in places. A vast chasm, it would easily span the entire United States. On Earth, we also have incredible cliffs. Hornillen in Norway, for example, is the highest sea cliff in Europe, rising to an impressive height of about 860 meters. However, the Verona Rupes on Miranda reach staggering heights, with some sections rising as high as 20 kilometers in the sky. To put this in perspective, these cliffs are over 20 times the height of Hornillen in Norway, the tallest cliffs on Earth. We could go on. Iapetus is equatorial ridge on Saturn's moon. Iapetus is twice the height of the Himalaya, while Olympus Mons on Mars is the largest volcano in the solar system, 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Indeed, Pluto's Sputnik Planitia is a large heart-shaped region featuring a massive plain of nitrogen ice, although it is significantly smaller than our own Antarctica. Our 5th largest continent covers an area of about 14 million square kilometres, where Sputnik Planitia on Pluto has an area of just 800,000. It seems everyone has a favourite planet, and sometimes us space enthusiasts can get carried away by perhaps how beautiful Saturn is, maybe mesmerised by the weather systems on Jupiter. We even marvel at dots of light in the skies, known as stars. But the truth is, for me at least, our world has something more. It has life. The green colour of the trees, not the barren landscapes of Mars. The warmth of a summer's day, and not the hellscape of Venus. A beautiful blue ocean teeming with fish, not the dark frozen blocks that are Europa, Ganymede, or perhaps Saturn's moon of Rhea. We have cities, continents, vast oceans and ice caps, firm ground to walk on, varied landscapes from orange deserts to yellow plains, blue skies to lush green rainforests. Yes, it's okay to have a favourite planet, but let's not forget the most mesmerising planet of all is the one beneath our very feet. The planet that gave birth to us, and the planet that we are so lucky and proud to call home. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you would like to support the channel further, you could consider buying me a coffee, and I'll link this in the description. Thanks to those of you who have already done so. If you have any videos or subjects you'd like to see brought to life, let me know in the comments below, and it could just be next week that your idea shows up. Take good care of yourselves, look after your friends and family well, and I'll see you on the next one.